In this video, I'm going to show you 3 healthy breakfast ideas that are all gluten-free. Maybe you're trying to go gluten-free, or maybe you're already following a gluten-free diet. These are 3 gluten-free breakfast recipes that I love, and they're also suitable options for if you're trying to lose weight or get into better shape. Hey guys, it's Liesl Jane. Today I'm going to show you 3 really easy gluten-free breakfast ideas. I know that when I decided to start eating gluten-free, I didn't really know what to eat. I was suddenly like, oh, what am I supposed to eat for breakfast? So I thought today I would share 3 gluten-free breakfast ideas. They're all really easy, and they're all dairy-free and sugar-free as well. So I really hope that you enjoy them. First, we're going to be making apple oatmeal. This is a slightly different recipe to regular oatmeal, but it's just as easy to make. What I'm going to do to start is mix half a cup of whole rolled oats with 1.5 to 2 cups of water. I'll bring that to a boil on the stove and then let it simmer for about 10 to 20 minutes, depending on how much water I've added. Pure oats are gluten-free, and regular oats are safe for most people with a gluten intolerance, but oats can sometimes get cross-contaminated. Most commercial oat products are processed in facilities that also process other grains like wheat or rye. So if you suffer from a gluten allergy or a gluten intolerance and are very sensitive to gluten, then just be sure to buy oats that are labeled gluten-free. And after about 15 minutes, the oats are ready, and so I'll add the rest of the ingredients. I always start by adding 1 flat teaspoon of coconut oil to my oatmeal. This adds healthy fats to my breakfast and makes the oats really creamy. Adding healthy fats will help to keep me fuller for longer, not like if I was just to eat plain oats, which is only carbs. Next, I'll add a little bit of cinnamon for flavor, but it's also full of nutrients and it's so delicious. And sometimes a little pinch of ground vanilla powder too if I have it, or you can also use vanilla extract. And I'll just stir that up. Now I'm adding 1 big pink lady apple, which I've chopped up. Pink lady apples are my absolute favorite. You can peel the apple if you want to, but to be honest, it doesn't bother me, and it adds good fiber. The apple adds good whole carbs as well and helps to make the oats sweet as well. So I'll just stir that up again. And you can also add some natural sweetener if you want to. When I add sweetener, I like to use 100% pure maple syrup or xylitol or raw honey even. 1 teaspoon should do the trick. Then just pop that onto the stove for another few minutes, anywhere from 5 to 10 minutes. And after another few minutes, the apple oatmeal is ready. If you want to speed up the cooking time though, you can just add the apple to the oats a lot sooner. That works too. And then the apple will be much softer as well. Sometimes I don't add extra sweetener though, it just depends on how much of a sweet tooth I have that day. And also, the longer you cook the apples for in the oats, the sweeter the oats will become. So it's good without sometimes. Really just depends what kind of mood I'm in. So I'll just serve it in a bowl, and I'm going to top it with 1 tablespoon of unsweetened almond butter and also a few chopped raw almonds, just because I can. But I'll generally just use the one or the other, either some nut butter or some raw almonds. And that is how you make a delicious, nourishing apple oatmeal breakfast. It's really easy. Of course, you can also make this recipe without the apple, or add the apple on top instead, or use another fruit like banana or strawberries or blueberries. I'm just giving you some ideas. Next, we're going to make what I like to call my classic strawberry and banana smoothie. This recipe is really simple and super delicious. I love it so much. So I'm going to start by adding 1 banana to my blender. You can use fresh or frozen. Banana adds good carbs and helps to make the smoothie sweet and creamy. And if you don't like banana, then 1 cup of chopped mango will also work really nicely. Next, I'm adding half a cup of sliced strawberries. You can also use mixed berries if you want to. And then I'm adding 2/3 of a cup of plain coconut yogurt, which I like to use as a dairy-free alternative because I follow a dairy-free diet, but you can also use plain full cream regular yogurt if you want to, or another yogurt of your choice. And 1/3 of an avocado also works instead of the yogurt, just in case you don't like yogurt at all. then you can use avocado. Then I'm throwing in a pinch of ground vanilla powder and some cinnamon for flavor, and because they're really good for you. You can easily use vanilla extract instead of the powder. These are optional, but I highly recommend using at least the cinnamon. It really makes the flavors pop and it's really good for you. Next, I like to add some protein, so I'm using cashew nut butter. This is optional, and you can also use another nut butter like almond butter. Peanut butter has quite a strong taste, and so it only really works with certain flavors of fruit in a smoothie, but luckily it does go well with strawberry and banana, so you can make yourself a banana strawberry peanut butter smoothie, which is really good. Then adding water or some sort of milk is essential for making a smoothie blend. So you can use 1/4 to 1/2 cup of water depending on how thick you like your smoothies. The amount I add generally depends on my mood. And add a few ice cubes to make it chilled, and then just blend it up. And after blending, my classic strawberry banana smoothie is ready. And that was really easy. This is a great gluten-free healthy breakfast option, and it still contains whole carbs, good protein, and some healthy fats too. The third gluten-free breakfast that I'm going to show you today is one of my absolute favorites. It's what I like to call my easy omelet. It's just a simple tomato and mushroom omelet, but it is so good. This is a one pot, or should I say one pan meal, and I'm going to show you how easy it is to make. So first I'm going to make the filling. I'll start by adding 1/2 to 1 teaspoon of macadamia nut oil to my frying pan. You can also use another good cooking oil. Then I'll add 1 cup of half baby tomatoes and 1 cup of sliced button mushrooms to my pan, and also some Italian herbs, because Italian herbs are amazing and they make pretty much anything taste good, pretty much any savory food. And then some sea salt and black pepper, and then I'll just toss that around on the stove over a medium heat for a few minutes. I'm also going to add a little squeeze of fresh lemon juice and toss that around. Then I'll put the filling aside in a bowl while I make the omelet shell. Okay, this part is super easy. I'll just crack 2 eggs into a bowl and whisk them up with a fork. You can also use a whisk, obviously, but a fork does the job too. I've given my pan a quick rinse, and I'm adding another 1/2 to 1 teaspoon of macadamia nut oil to my pan again, and I'm just gonna spread it around a little bit so that the omelet doesn't stick. And then I'll pour the eggs into the pan and let that cook for a few minutes over a medium heat on the stove, flipping it with my spatula when the first side is cooked and letting the second side cook for another minute or 2. And I'll serve the omelet on my plate and get ready to fill it up with the fillings. So I've got my tomato mushroom mix that I'll spread out over half of the omelet, and then I'll just fold the omelet over. And I'm going to serve it with 1/3 of an avocado for some healthy fats. The eggs are a great source of healthy protein and fats, and the fillings, the tomato and the mushrooms, are a good source of carbs. I've sprinkled a little bit of sea salt and pepper over the avocado too, and a little bit of fresh arugula, also called rocket. Just finishes the meal off really nicely and adds some healthy greens. The flavor of the arugula goes perfectly with the tomato and the mushroom and the avocado. I am obsessed. But you can also use baby spinach instead of arugula if you want to. I sometimes even make this omelet for an easy lunch or dinner on a busy day. So good. And those are 3 gluten-free breakfast recipes that I love to make. These 3 breakfast recipes are even suitable for if you're trying to lose weight or get into better shape. The apple oatmeal will be roughly 300 calories without the toppings and roughly 400 calories with the nut butter on top. The strawberry banana smoothie will be roughly 230 calories without the added nut butter and about 330 calories with the nut butter added. And the tomato and mushroom omelet will be about 300 calories without the avocado and about 400 calories with 1/3 of an avocado on the side, just in case you want to know. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope that you enjoyed it, and I hope that you enjoyed making those 3 gluten-free breakfasts with me. If you enjoyed this video, then make sure that you like it and share it and subscribe to my channel for more videos. I'm also going to put all the recipes that I showed you today over on my blog, so I'm going to put a link to that below this video. You can go check them out if you want to. And I will see you soon. Thank you so much for watching.